Do you let your children get bored? If you are a parent, you have very likely heard the words that many of us dread. I am a mother of 3, I have a 20-year-old and teen daughters. I am bored. Children, of course, can be bored anytime and anywhere. They can be bored in school and they can be bored at home. We all know this as parents. With hundreds of toys and activities all around them, they will continue to complain, I am bored. There is data that chronic boredom can have a negative impact on our mood, on our children's mood, health and productivity, even creativity. So what do we do as parents? What do we do when we hear these words, I am bored? I was very curious and that's why I'm making this video for you. Empathize without entertainment. It is not our job as parents to constantly entertain and engage our children. It is our job to support, educate and nurture them. The difference is very subtle and often leads to confusion, well, in my own household and in many others. So let's decode this. If we take on the role of constantly entertaining our children, what do? We deprive them of the opportunity to learn this vital life skill on their own. Because remember, it is not what you do for your children, it's what you make them do for themselves that makes them successful. The fear would be that one day they might struggle with being alone since they have learned the erroneous lesson that only others can address their boredom. Instead, parents can validate that we are all bored from time to time and that it is important to find a creative way to entertain ourselves. Just a minute ago, my teen daughters were complaining of being bored and I told them, why don't you go out and play? And right now I can hear them play outside. As a side note, if a child offers a solution that involves the parent, such as playing a game, maybe a board game, I encourage parents to go along with it if they are available, as the idea has originated from the child and this is the child's way of connecting with the parents, and believe me parents, children feel most love when we play with them. Challenge your children, challenge them to be creative. Just because we want our children to learn the life skill of entertaining themselves does not mean we let them flounder without support or guidance, especially with younger children. We need to model for them what creative problem solving really looks like and feels like. Fortunately, there are countless ways today to find entertainment and enjoyment in our lives. By offering healthy suggestions, we can better prepare our children for the next time that they experience a state of boredom so that they know that they have creative options at hand. There is evidence that the state of being bored may lead to increased bursts of creativity. It sparks new ways of thinking. With this in mind, parents will want to offer solutions that involve writing, drawing, and imaginative play. My daughter started a small business of jewelry making and crocheting just by being bored. And similar creative endeavors come up in your own free time because your mind is free. If we plop on the couch and turn on the television or stare at our phones every evening, children will determine that screens are the only way to occupy downtime. This is what we are modeling for them. This is what we are teaching them. What is the role of technology? At first glance, the rise of smartphones and tablets seems to be the solution to the state of boredom. I don't subscribe to this at all. We have constant entertainment at our fingertips. We can play games, we can stream content and watch countless reels on social media and keep scrolling all day long. When you are in a doctor's waiting room or on the bus, just watch how quickly people will pull out their phones. I used to be guilty of the same. Most of us cannot remain without stimulation for even a few seconds. We start to feel anxious. Of course, most of us realize that this is merely a diversion, since the art of sitting in silence is a dying one. In fact, a recent study suggests that many people prefer to electrically be shocked than to be left alone with their own thoughts and feelings. Boredom does not have to be the enemy within ourselves or our children. It is not an insignificant emotion. However, as illustrated by a recent paper out of Africa, which aggregated boredom's negative impact on mental, emotional, and our physical health. If we help our children learn to just tolerate boredom in a healthy way and find creative solutions to just elevate it, we are setting them up to be more resilient in the face of the inevitable downtime that they will face throughout their lives. In fact, like I told you, my teen daughters were getting bored, and when I gave them these creative options, it sparked so many solutions, and they feel empowered because they are better problem solvers. And instead of complaining to me they are bored now, they don't even come to me. They know that, okay, it's time for us to do something out of the box, to innovate, to think of unimaginable ways of playing and entertaining ourselves. And believe me, today they have outdoor play for almost an hour and a half because their smartphones are only given to them for an hour, and that too just at night, just before they go to bed. Actually, not before they go to bed, half an hour before they go to bed, because then they can do whatever they want on social media, and they are tired because they've spent the whole day being creative and productive and played outside, and they have given their mind and their body the protein that they need for them to be creative and to be productive. If you're struggling as a parent and your child is constantly complaining that they're bored and you don't know how to engage them, please reach out to us, because we at Happiness is Love truly believe that we parents need the guidance. We parents have to develop skills, learn, relearn, build skills, because there are no manuals that guide us on how to be a better parent. But we at Happiness is Love truly believe that when we support each other, we hear each other, we listen to each other, we heal each other, and we share, we learn, and we grow together. And that's how we build a better future for our children. Stay tuned for more. Until then, keep smiling, keep shining, and letting your kids be bored.